TK, it's crazy market, right?
Is it?
Is it not?
I think it's like a pretty average spring market. We're selling lots of properties.
Average
I had a good
spring market.
this
Selling
week.
lots of property.
I had a
Okay.
property for sale in a nice upscale neighborhood, and we priced it low because pricing it low is in this neighborhood what you do. The last one got a really great number using a certain pricing strategy, so we were like, hey, let's do it, even though we knew that there were some things that made our property less valuable for like anybody. And so we got a few offers, and the highest offer, I can't really say what it is, but it was like hundreds of thousands of dollars over asking. And the seller was like, I need to think about it.
I need to think about it.
I need the
Hundreds of
long weekend
thousands.
to think about it. Give me like 5 more days.
Hold on, but did you do the like bullshit super low price to bring everybody in, and you're over asking of that much doesn't really mean anything?
It was like 150 grand more than I think it would have sold for otherwise. Like we got more than the majority of other properties that had sold, but there was one that was like way above everyone else. But it was like a couple months ago. I mean, the market was different. I heard they got 10 offers. We only had 4. So, definitely that property was more demand for that area.
But last week you were telling us a different story. You were saying like, I don't care what the numbers say. I look at this house and I say, why can't I get the same as that? And you get
Well,
less.
I'm telling the exact same story.
What do you mean? You just said
2 months ago, 2 months ago, the house price that sold, again, this is super anecdotal, but the house price is 13% higher than the offer I was able to get the last sale.
The last sale was 13% higher.
Prices didn't go down 13%. There's other reasons, but basically very similar homes in the same neighborhood. The offer that I was able to procure was 13% lower than that top sale.
Still got 2 million over asking, and you were 13% under the last sale.
Well,
how does that work?
Asking. Oh. Then the other ones that I was comparing to, which were also in the last few months,
isn't that weird?
We were potentially a better lot. Maybe that's why we got more money than it was about $150,000 to $200,000 more. Regardless, the whole point of the story is not that. The whole point of the story is that, it's an emotional decision. The seller's like, family home, long time, owned it for a long time. We don't just want to give it away and sell it and, make a bad decision here. So let's just take the long weekend. We got to go to the cottage. We got things to do. Let's pick this up next week.
We're going to think about it. So does that mean that they didn't quite get where they were hoping that they would get? Because they were hoping they'd get the same?
They definitely got a number that they're happy with. Definitely got a number that they're happy with.
Definitely got a number they're happy with, but still need the weekend to think about it because they're not sure about some of the terms that are in there, or what?
No, it's just strictly emotional. He gave me a few logical answers and I kind of handled them all. And I said, well, A, B, C. And he's like, really? It's just an emotional decision. Have you ever sold a home that you've grown up in, Darryl?
Personally?
Yeah. Did your parents pass away in the home that you grew up in?
No, I watched my parents sell their house though.
But you didn't have to make that decision.
No,
it's an emotional decision for people.
It would have been way sooner.
It's an emotional decision for people to sell the family home they grew up in.
I suppose so.
It's not easy. Yeah.
But what does the emotional part have to do with the story? Just the need to make that final decision. Like, we decided to sell, we decided to list, we decided to get the house ready to sell, we decided to invite all these people into our house, we decided to have probably an open house, at least one, I'm assuming.
No open houses. We don't do open houses.
No, so just showings throughout the week while you're holding back offers, and then they take all these offers, and then they're like, what?
We need more time.
We just want to think about it.
Want to get into real estate. And you guys all want to get into real estate. You're like, oh yeah, real estate's so easy.
Shit show.
No problem.
Jesus Christ.
No problem. All you got to do. I got to meet with another lady tonight who's, been on the market for a while. The showings aren't happening anymore. I crushed it last year for the same house. Like I knocked it out of the freaking park for 2 doors down. And so she always looked at that and was like, wow, that's, what I can get. And those results are really hard to replicate. So now she tried to go another way with another agent, didn't work, called us afterwards and said, all right, let's try to do this. And I explained to her, 1, that those results were extreme, 2, that the market's not where it was back then, regardless of how good those results were. So we've been sitting on the market for 2 months and I've given her all the right advice. We've received offers at prices that reflect true market value and she's just not having it. So We're gonna go talk to her tonight, Daryl, and I'm gonna give her the old, one direction or the other speech, because really and truly, that's what she's got to do. She either just needs to take it off the market
Yeah.
or, listen to what the market's telling her. I'm just a messenger here, you know?
And so what if she decides not to listen to the market and just wants to keep it out there and,
That's her
maybe
choice.
somebody's gonna eventually
Look, as
give
long
me
as I'm not
this.
lying to her and telling her a story on, maybe someone will just come through and they'll just love the way that your door, glimmers in the sun, and that, this brand new house that's never been lived in, that looks just like all the other houses in the neighborhood, stands out, you know?
It's a new subdivision
The new
house.
subdivision, yeah.
Ah,
Built
this
a couple years ago, but she just never moved in, so it's still
layers,
brand new. Yeah.
layers to the story.
But
Well,
she bought it in like 2019 or something like that. Like it's like the price she paid is way lower than what it's worth now.
that's good. So you
Yeah,
don't
so
hear that
she's
every
not in
day.
one of those. She's not in like the 2022 new home construction people
Thank
situation. Her house
goodness.
is worth like 50% more than she bought it for, maybe 40 something percent.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. That was good. I like that. That was good.